are. Hey, whatever.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Waterloo, Iowa for an early edition of Oak Leafs Plus subscription service. Tonight's matchup between the Waterloo Warriors and your Des Moines Oak Leafs. I'm Brian Michael. With me, as always, is the voice of the Oak Leafs, Andy Wade. Andy, we broke a 10-year streak here last time we played.
We did.
And barely.
But we did break it. So
why, in your professional opinion, Andy, has it been 10 years since we won here?
Well, it's what Waterloo does best, and that is they find a way to get odd man rushes. They find a way to get behind your defenseman and get some breakaways and utilize this whole big sheet. When you talk about Olympic sheet, and then they've always had solid goaltending. Well, when we were able to beat them, we were able to get shots on net. We were able to get ahead early, but that's going to be the key of the game tonight. Is Waterloo is fighting. They're still got potential to make the end of the year tournament, so they got to find points somewhere. So they're going to fight all day long, and so they're going to try to find where we make a mistake and maybe our defense doesn't have their head on a swivel, and they're going to find this odd man rush, and all of a sudden they get a breakaway here or there because they're very good at reading that end zone play. And once they see that they got control, you're going to see a forward just pop out. They're just going to streak. And the defensemen know exactly where they're going to go and try to put the puck on their stick to get an odd man rush. So that's the piece that we're going to have to figure out is how to eliminate that and just making sure that we have everybody accounted for. So you got a defenseman, you got to know how to count to five. 5 guys in front of you.
And that goalie was Varsity, the last good goalie from Waterloo. And I ran into his dad here before the game. He's up at Upper Iowa playing baseball.
Yeah.
So that'll tell you what kind of athlete he was. And honestly, we saw that with the Omaha goalie.
Yep.
He's at that level. So, well, we're gonna get ready for intros here. The other thing, Andy, I think with the big ice, the passing, we always seem to struggle to pass here too.
Yep. Connect on passing. Well, it's just that deception of where guys are. You're kind of spread out a little bit more than what you're used to. So your lanes are, your timing just gets off a little bit. But what we need to be able to do a little bit better job of is just within the dots. Within the dots is the same on an NHL or a Olympic sheet. So we got to be able to play within the dots itself. If you do that, then you get your spacing. Just know that 3 feet outside of those dots, it's a little bit different, and you just got to let that be.
And we have 4 more games after this. Andy, talk to us about the standings. Where are we sitting, and how's it looking?
Well, we're at number 2, and I think it all boils down this weekend for us is looking at what happens against Sioux City, Omaha this weekend. Sioux City goes down. If Omaha wins both, they're right on our tail to get number 2. We got to take care of business for ourselves to solidify that number 2. If they split, that helps us, either way. It gets Omaha off our tail just a little bit. It's the Sioux City off our tail. But if Sioux City wins both, then all of a sudden you got Omaha and Sioux City on us. But you don't know really who to cheer for on those because both in all facets of it. No matter how those games turn out, it's a benefit to us. When you look at the national tournament, when you look at those type of things, so all of those are a little bit of benefits. And then you look at the bottom, like who do you want to play? You got the Capitals sitting there at number 6, but they could slide to 7, and then all of a sudden we're playing the Capitals round 1. If we end up being number 2, is that a matchup that you really want in the first round? Yay or nay? That could be talked about. But then you got Dubuque and Quad Cities and this Waterloo team fighting to get in for that 7-8 seed. And then tomorrow we go to Mason City. Mason City's sitting at 6, but they could slide to 7. They could slide to 8. They could even go up.
And guess who's here this weekend?
And guess who's here against Waterloo is the Capitals. So, there's a lot of stuff going on, and there's a lot of good games. I think there's 4 matchups tomorrow. There are key matchups that we'll talk about tomorrow. Let's get through this one. But there's 4 matchups tomorrow that are crucial to kind of the standings, and then the last weekend there's some crucial matchups there too. So it's kind of an exciting next 2 weeks for the last 6, 7, 8 seeds going in the tournament, and that's what you want. You want that our league to be able to have that parity where you guys have teams just fighting to get in. And I really think at the end you're going to have number 9 and number 10 who don't make the tournament. That if they would have won one more game during the season, they probably would have been in.
Well, and, we control our own destiny, which is a good thing. And for the people that are not kind of grasping, there's kind of two things. Obviously, you want to win the most games you can, but if we finish even second and we finish in front of Sioux City, we're qualified for nationals. So that's
right.
A goal, too. And the other thing is, and like you were saying, Andy, we've got 2 games here tomorrow and Sunday, and 2 games up in Mason City that mean a lot for every team in it.
Exactly.
And for different reasons, maybe, but they mean a lot. So
they mean a lot for all teams that are involved. I mean, and that makes it exciting hockey games, no matter what games you're part of. Like, this is going to be an exciting game because it means a lot to us to stay in at number 2, but it means a heck of a lot for Waterloo, who's trying to fight their way in and claw their way in. And they can do it. Like, they have the talent. What they have to be able to do is protect their net, right?
Yeah.
And eliminate our shots. So if Waterloo wants to win tonight, they got to eliminate the number of shots that are taken against their goaltender because they're down in that position. Now, nothing against that goalie, right? But it's just the more shots he sees, more likely there's going to be a lot more goals going in. Now, if they can eliminate those shots, who knows what's going to happen on this big ice, and it's a toss-up game.
And tomorrow night for Waterloo is senior night. They have, looks like 6 seniors. One of those seniors is Hayden Foss. Hayden is the son of my best friend from high school that I've known for, I don't know, how long has that been? So
don't date yourself.
So they get to experience that tomorrow night. Congratulations to Hayden. And his brother Harrison, who most Oak Leafs remember as a phenomenal player.
Yep.
Who's up playing at the Blue Ox now with Hender and that group.
Yep.
Gabe Myers. So, congratulations to Hayden. And the Oak Leafs will take the ice, and as soon as the public address announcer starts with the lineups, we'll turn off. Andy and I were a little bit gun shy coming on so early, but it appears that we have a gift for Gab.
Right. Oh, we do. Well, there's a lot to talk about. I mean,
this time of the season.
This time of the season, there's a lot of things going on, a lot of games that mean something, and that's what you want at the end of the season.
So we're going to turn it over. You know, Andy, they have Big Ice here, but they always sing live the national anthem,
Yep.
and I love that.
I love that about them.
So
Yeah.
it's always pretty good, too. So a group of young ladies sang the national anthem for us, and we are just about ready to get going. Starting lineup for the Oak Leafs will be the Jack Gooding line. He's got Shep and Lorbecky. We got Zim in goal, and we got the two kids from Dowling, Michael and Friedrich, playing D. It was hard to tell who was starting.
Yeah.
The announcer turns to he mumbles for the visitors.
On the visitors, but
Yeah. Which is par for the course. And of course, we have the best in the business on the camera, as you probably already know from the quality. This is Jason Merck. And that's Jack. Jack will tap the face off deep, and Lorbecky there to give chase. Reversed over to the far side, and Michael will grab that and flip one deep. And Lorbecky's got it down low. He's got no one in front, so he's kind of got to skate it out. Good zone time here. Passed over to Shep out in front. Bouncing puck gets away from Michael, and he'll have to track it down. He spins and gets to the red, but kind of had to take that easy. I think that would have been icing. And now he'll wait for Shep to check up, and it'll rim around to the near side. That's Lorbecky. Comes up. Mishandled by Swickerath, and we'll chase it down to the far side. And that's Michael. And puck is given up to the near side corner. Now back. Nice give and go. Out to the D, and they keep it in, so that's onside. Bouncing puck off the back dasher. And Friedrich tries to get that out. Now Michael gets it poked away from him, but over to Friedrich. And Teddy will get his head up and take his time as Waterloo is going for a change. Good job there by Teddy to be a little more patient. Pass to the middle, misses Rowley, and that should be icing. And it is just bounced on Rowley. Cooper's looking at him like, dude, why did you catch that? But it did bounce over him. And we'll have a face-off in our zone, and we'll get a change. That's Creer and Coltrane with Rowley, Yakub, and Clemenson. Clemenson kind of took off out of the zone there a little early, but that pass up to Yakub, he just loses it. And he'll pass one to the middle, deflected, and Waterloo will try to get that out, but it comes over to, is that Coltrane? That's Coltrane, takes a shot, but blocked down. And here comes Waterloo. Harn loses the puck and whiffed on a couple times. Now down low, reversed in front and rimmed around. And that's back out to Harn. And Yakub tried to chip it out but couldn't. Now shot, bouncing puck in some skates, still loose, and Waterloo will grab that and throw it deep. Comes to the slot, backhanded around, and now there's a race for the puck in the corner. And rimmed around this side. Creer should get that out here. And he bounces it up the boards to Clem. Clem grabs it at the blue, stays on side, but gets his pocket picked out to Creer. Creer's onside. He skates through a couple players now, tries to backhand one up into the corner, and that goes into the netting. And we'll have a face-off.
Yeah, so far we've haven't had any shots. Both teams have been in the zone for a little bit of time. No shots either way, but just kind of filling each other out, trying to get kind of the passing lanes filled out there. So,
and Gooding will take the face off with Lorbecky and Shep, and that's Wade. He'll throw it deep, and the other side is Cooper Michael. Now rimmed up to the near side, and Lorbecky there, but gets by him. Good job by Wade to keep that in. Now Lorbecky gets it deep off of Shepard and goes down low. Gooding makes him give up the puck. Michael pinches, and now back to him on a give and go, but gets under his stick. He tries to get one through the middle, but no one's there. Bouncing puck in front, and Waterloo will skate out with that. And good job there by Lorbecky to kind of break that rush up, and now Wade has it. It's taken off the puck, but the Waterloo player loses it. Now Michael will just reverse and take his time. Now backhand one up the board to Lorbecky. He's got some time. He's trying to dig it off the boards and can't. and turns it over, and it goes tap down low to Wade. Wade reverses it. Now Michael will just grab that, and he'll skate, and he'll make a guy miss, and he'll keep going. He taps one over to Lebecky. He comes to the middle, and that goes wide. Shep turns and shoots and comes to this side. Michael will pick that off the wall, backhand, shovel it to Lorbecki. And they'll go to the middle to Gooding. Good backhand pass by Lorbecki there, but just a little bit behind him. And now Waterloo will take the zone. Toe drag. Comes to the middle, and that goes to Zim, and he'll just cover that. And we'll get a face-off with 13-16 left. Shots 2-1, Oak Leafs. Had a couple of chances, just can't really get a good shot at this point in time.
Yeah, I know. And big thing is we just got to utilize the outside of the ice, draw guys all the way out, and then find somebody that's on the inside on a one-on-one and be able to control the puck. You know, some precise passing.
Yeah, there's plenty of room out there.
Yeah.
Friedrich with that puck, and he'll backhand one up. Good pass. Now chipped in front by Tomacek. No icing, and that's Roley. Roley gets it to Clem, back to Tomacek, and just wide. And Waterloo will come the other way. Knocked off the puck by Roland, but he still got it. He comes in, power move, but gets his pocket pick. Loose puck if he would have just turned around. But he skated away. Now he battles with Clem in the corner. Puck comes to Friedrich, and he reverses. And reverses again. Now rims it up the boards, and Roley will have to grab that by the bench. And now tap forward by Coltrane, and Waterloo will try to pass one in the middle. No icing. It did hit his stick. I heard it. And up to Gooding. We got Waterloo on a change, so but Gooding rims it back over to Coltrane. Coltrane up to Jakub. Jakub to Lorbecki. And that puck gets reversed to the near side. Driscoll over through the middle. Now a power move again. Shot wide. Out to the D. Shot in on Zim. He's still loose, and he covers. And we'll get a whistle. Now it's balancing out a little bit.
Yeah, but, you know, what I see so far is good position by both teams. Like, no one's getting an odd man rush. We're not getting high-quality shots. You know, we're taking away passing lanes. They're taking away our passing lanes. And so it's going to be that, you know, the way this game's starting out, it's that first goal and who can get that first quality shot.
Shot from the point, glove down by Zim. We'll do it all over again. Same spot, same 5. And same score. That's 0-0 early in the first. Puck goes over to Creer, over to Wade. Wade's got some time and space. He'll just tap one up to Gooding and comes through the middle. Waterloo actually hit that deep the other way. And Driscoll will be there. He'll skate it behind the net. And he'll just keep going. He's got a 3-on-2, but Lorbecki's back checking. They try one in the middle, and Zim will cover. Good rush there by Waterloo. And we'll get Creer and Coltrane back on D. Roley, Jakub, and Clemenson up front, and that goes to Creer. He gets it off the boards, but kept in the zone by Waterloo and comes deep again, backhanded over to Coltrane. Bouncing puck, so he just has to get it out. And it goes deep again, and Coltrane will corral that behind the net. And taps it up the boards and it rims right back to him. Now he tries to get one off the boards, picked off at the blue line by Waterloo, and they'll get one behind the net. He's got plenty of time and space, and he comes across and kicked out of the zone there by Clem. He doesn't have a stick. Good play. And Zim will try to corral that behind the net, but gets by him. Now up to middle. He's got Clem. It's a 3-on-2, but Clem just can't gather that pass. And here comes Harn. He's dangerous. Bouncing puck in on him, but broken up by Creer. He'll feather one up to Roley, but just past him, but he'll track it down. Tries to throw one in the middle and picked off by Waterloo into the corner. And they'll try to come up the middle, and Creer will pick that off, but has to delay a little bit as we were offsides. Long stretch pass to Nieder, and he comes in, and that's what we were talking about, Andy.
Yeah, that's the one play. You gotta check and know exactly where people are at, and they beat us behind us, and we couldn't catch up.
And he's not gonna, he's a good player. He's not gonna miss that.
And Nieder is phenomenal. I remember him from the very first game. The last 2 games against him, he hasn't really done much. But it's the first game, I just remember number 2, and you really got to be able to defend that guy. He's got great speed, and he utilizes it right there. We weren't able to catch him, and he's able to find the back of the net.
And Michael takes that face off, and he'll come in and tries to center one, and gets rimmed around to Friedrich. Friedrich gets it deep to Lorbecki. Lorbecki's got it. He'll feather one up. Now in the slot to Gooding, but just a little too hard. Friedrich comes in with the hard shot. Now back the other side to Friedrich. And he'll throw it deep to Lorbecki. He taps it down to Shep. Now at the Gooding in the slot, still loose in some skates, and Waterloo will just tap that out. Teddy will have to track that down. And he'll go up the boards, and Waterloo will control. In their zone, cross-ice pass, tap to the middle, and now back, but under his stick. And I'll have to get it down low. And Michael will skate out with that. And my main man, Bill, is here. I'll see you later. Comes to the middle, and Lorbecki goes over to Creer. Creer takes a shot off the goalie's face mask, and Michael will grab that, throw it deep, bouncing puck. And Shep does a good job of controlling that. Bouncing in front. There's Gooding. And over to Creer. Creer loses that but keeps it in the zone. Takes a shot. Deflected wide. Now Michael with a shot. He'll throw it in. That's wide. Lots of zone time here. Now Creer will just throw it cross ice. Lorbecki will track that down. And that gets chipped out. And Waterloo will come the other way. And Creer will try to control that at the blue line and does. And that'll get thrown deep. We'll go for a change. That's Clemenson, but gets by him. And Waterloo, that's Nieder again. He'll try to skate it in, but good play by Coltrane to break it up. And we'll try to take the puck. Backhanded pass in front, dangerous pass, but Clemenson was there over to Jakub. Jakub's got the corner. He tries to backhand one in to Clem, but pass is picked off. Actually, I'm sorry, that was Roley coming through the middle. Now cross-ice pass, bouncing puck. Creer will take that over, makes a guy miss. Tries to feather a pass up to Roley, and he has to glove it down, just get it deep. And kept in by Clem over to Jakub. At the point, shot just wide. Good shot by Creer. Coltrane picks it off the wall. Have to get it deep to Clem. Clem comes from the side. He's got Jakub shot off some bodies. Good play. And Clem gets taken down. And Waterloo will throw it cross ice. Nieder will skate in. And shot in on Zim. Bouncing puck. And Creer will kind of reverse hit a guy. But it gets loose. And Waterloo will grab that puck. They've got a streaker coming right through the middle. Let's grab it. And he scores.
Got it.
And it's 2-0. You could see that a mile away,
Yeah.
Andy.
Yeah, we weren't able to cover, and when we were able to cover, we stepped out of the way, gave that shot away, and went right past Zimmerman. But we're just not on our game right now, and we just got to get it back to it. And, I mean, I was just watching guys come off, and they're slamming sticks going in the box because things aren't going their way or what have you. We just got to settle it down. And get it in. We're just throwing stuff in our zone. We got to be able to settle it down and start moving the puck and set things up rather than just throw it, from one corner to the next and just throwing it towards the net and hopefully something happens. We got to make things happen.
So it's 2-0 here in Waterloo, and we all know Andy's rule. Let's hope we can shut them down and start scoring some goals, because I have a feeling that rule works for both teams, Andy.
It does work for both teams. So usually it's only been wrong once in the last 4 years, and luckily it was on a good end for us. But
Lorbecki skates that in. He's still got control of the puck, takes a shot out, bounces up. It's in the netting, and we'll get a whistle. Yeah, everything that we get is deflected or, we really don't get a good shot on goal, and they've had 2 snipes.
Yeah. Well, a lot of it is we're just kind of throwing it, right?
Mhm.
We're it's way outside the dots, and we're throwing it towards the net. It's not even going in the net. It's going to the opposite corner and up and around. We just get it, and we throw it back, or we're throwing it deep. I mean, it's not us controlling it and making a play.
And broken up there. Good play there by Shep. Keep that from getting broken out. Now Lorbecky has it behind the net. We've had this play right there, and Lorbecky to Shepard. And we needed that, Andy.
Yeah, we needed that in a bad way just to get the bleeding to stop just a little bit. Now we got a little bit of gauze on the bleeding, but we need to put a whole Band-Aid and some super glue. So it'd be nice to get the next one.
I think I got some super glue out in the car, Andy. But do you carry the super glue?
Well, when we were playing baseball, I always had super glue.
Well, that's true.
You get a little cut in your finger, you got to super glue that thing back together so you can throw a baseball.
Well, you got dirt and super glue. That's all you need.
Right. So
with 6:28 left in the first, Oakley strike. And they'll cut the lead in half. And we're even on shots, but they've got one more goal than we do. And that's a big answer. And we'll take it. Now that's over to Coltrane. He'll get it deep, rims around. Goalie loses his stick on that play. And we got Clemenson behind the net. Out in front to Tomacek. He's slapping away, but it's still down low. And isn't that a penalty, Andy, if someone grabs your stick and gives it to you?
If he picks it up.
Well, he kind of did.
Kind of, but.
And shot blocked. Goalie gets his stick, and Roley with the back check. Takes his man down. And thrown deep, but picked off by Coltrane. He'll go over to Clemenson, and that is picked off by Niedert, and we got to stop him. And he can make plays too, and comes in front. And saved by Zim. Good save by Zim. He was dead to rights there. Yeah. Waterloo will grab that off the blue line and goes down to Creer, and he gets taken off the puck. Roley turns the wrong way and shot in on net, and still loose. And here comes Creer. And tries to bounce one up, but picked off by Waterloo again. And we're just not making good passes here at all.
Yeah, we're not making very good plays. We're not making the right reads. We just, we're trying to force things, and we just got to take the ice where we can get it.
And Waterloo will control that, and they'll come the other way. He's got some time and space, and I'll pass out in front. It's 2-on-1, and good job there by Coltrane to break that up from behind. And that would have been an easy pass for a high percentage shot attempt on the 2-on-1 break, and that's Clem. Clem will grab the puck. He's got Shep cutting in front, but have to rim it back around. And Coltrane, it's kind of a tough pass for him to corral, and it gets out of the net, out of the zone, and it'll come right back to him, and he'll tap one up to Clem. Bouncing puck at the red line, and it gets by Friedrich deep. Teddy will stop, turn, comes up the middle to Lorbecky. He's got Shep, and that's onside. Gooding streaking in. Hit him. Oh, just off the end of his stick. And he'll try to jam one home, and he does. And Jack gets the second goal. He should have had the first one. It just went off the end of his stick. I mean, it was the same play as what was down here. We had a guy coming off the bench, streaking down the middle. They didn't pick him up.
Well, unfortunately, the goaltender got onto his belly, and so he's kind of fish out of water. When he's getting down on his belly, it's hard to do anything there. And so we were able to get that second rebound, basically a rebound over to Gooding, and he's able to bury it. But, to answer their 2 goals and come back with 2 goals of our own, now it's back to who wants it more in this next period.
Yeah, good response here by the Oak Leafs. And now Michael will get that. He'll try to get one up to Lorbecky. He slaps it deep. And bouncing puck gets by the defender, and Shep's there, and Jack's there, and Jack gets it over to Shep, and he goes in front, just couldn't get it to Lorbecky, and it's up through the middle, and Michael will be the first one there. He'll just get it up the boards and out. And Lorbecky taps it, but right to Waterloo, and they'll try to chip it in. Goes into the Oak Leafs bench. We'll have a face-off. So 2-2 on 9 shots apiece. The scoreboard is very symmetrical. at this moment.
It is. Only thing is, we need a 333 on it and be pretty dang good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We'll see. That's still a possibility here. And faceoff goes over to the far side. And back over to Creer and over to Coltrane, and he'll go up to Yakub cross ice. He's got Clem in the middle and tried to hit Rolly in the between the dots, and Waterloo will come the other way. There's Niedert, backdoor shot bouncing. And now we've got a 3-on-2, but just couldn't break that out. It's 3-13, but the problem is they had a shot on goal, so here goes our symmetry, Andy.
Man, just for whatever reason, the first period in this building, it takes us a while to adjust. I mean, our passing just isn't crisp. It's not right on kind of what we're used to as we got to this point of the season. We just got to be able to settle it down and figure it out.
And then that's up to Creer. He'll throw it deep. Goalie comes out again and doesn't control it. And we'll get it deep by Coltrane. And good job by Clem, but actually Coltrane made the smart play, and he kind of backed up. So Nieder comes in, bouncing puck wide. And whiffed on the puck. And off a shin pad and out. And Waterloo will throw it in and he'll have to check up. So Coltrane's got plenty of time. Just skate it. There he goes. Loses the puck. Now that's Nieder. He comes to the middle, makes the guy miss. He just can't get his stick on it because Coltrane was there. And comes up to Rolly. And Rolly will skate it in, throw it, and that's off some bodies. And it'll come to the near side, and Nieder will grab that puck. He's got a guy scutting through the middle and bounces by everyone and gets by Zim, and he'll just cover. We'll get a face-off. With 2:10 left in the first period. You know, Andy, for the listeners, the whole 10 people, they already know this is my hometown, right?
They should know.
They should know. There is no place better than Waterloo, Iowa. Some might object to that, but so the puck's down low and gets away, and Michael will try to just chip that up to Shep. Takes a big hit to do that, and Shep will go back to him. Now over to Teddy. Teddy turns and off some bodies, doesn't get it out, but I think it does come out. And we'll battle on the boards, and here comes Lorebecki with the puck. He'll skate it to the side, comes to the middle, takes a shot low, rebound just off a Shep stick, and that's
they
in.
got it. Gooding got that one on the rebound there.
Is that 2 for Jack already?
I think it's 2 for Jack.
So we'll take a 3-2 lead with 1:35 left. And Jack would just kind of chip that in the middle, and if we were somehow savvy, we could show you that again, but we're
I'm late to doing the instant replay.
Yeah.
Like, I start thinking and doing all this stuff on the iPad that I forget about that. But
so
that was a beautiful goal. I mean, it was rebound right down in front. I think Shepard might have even skated over it. Jack got it. Goalie's down. He's put a perfect shot on. And who's the first one to 3?
that would be the good guys. Your Oak Leafs are the first one to 3, and we're not done yet.
No, I don't think we're going to be done. It's not going to be close to being done. But the odds are in your favor.
Well, 3 goals in this building. That's a lot of goals for us. So we'll take it.
And about 5 minutes ago, we didn't know what was going to happen. You know, I mean, we're talking about the first of 3, but we got there. Now we just got to continue doing what, putting the puck in net, and that's just getting rebounds. But we just got to figure out our passing. If we can just control everything, just kind of get the jitters out of us.
Now that's down low to Clem. He tries to get it, gets taken off the puck by Driscoll. No battle. And comes up. Michael pinches and keeps it in, but we're going to have a rush the other way. But Teddy's back. That's Nieder again. Gets by everyone. Comes to the corner. Centering pass broken up by Michael, and it'll come out to Teddy. He's got Clem. I don't know what the crowd's yelling about, but here comes Clem, and he throws one, but misses Yakub. So Waterloo will take that over and spin. Actually, good play, but turned over. Yakub skates in. He takes a shot wide. He had Jack in the middle. That would have been his hat trick shot through some bodies and down low and rimmed up. to Nieder, but he loses control of the puck, and that's Creer takes a shot.
He got one.
And that's a goal. I told you we weren't done. And now it's 4-2. You know, did they wake the sleeping giant by scoring 2 goals?
Well, and the thing is, we can score goals, right? And we know we're going to score goals. It's just we got to stop the bleeding, and then we just got to get on a roll, and then we just got to be able to find each other. And so, you know, at the end of this period, you go back to the locker room, kind of reset, and say, you know what, we didn't play our best period because by far we did not play a really solid period in this one. If you can play the second period as a solid period, your odds of winning this game go up exponentially.
And Jackson Creer will get credit for that goal, shot from the point.
Oh, we're going to get one.
We'll get a penalty here with 2.9 seconds left. You know, Andy, we're both stats guys, right?
Yeah.
We like that. So I looked it up. There have only been 4 defensemen that scored more than 20 points in a season, and 3 of them are on this team.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, we score a lot from the point. And when you can do that, when you're putting up, you got 3 guys putting up 60 points on the backside.
That's
pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And we're scoring up front too.
Well, right. You know, well, you're the leading team, leading the most goals in the league this year, but you're getting a lot of production in the front end. But on the back end, if they're producing, you know, is what you're saying, 60 points, that just puts everything out in front. You know, everything in the offensive zone. You're not relying on just the forwards to score. You can get the D involved in the offensive game. You know, and then when you look at the back end and our goaltending, right?
Yeah.
You got the number 2 goaltender also, and so now it's just basically playing in front of him and playing in your defensive zone and keeping the shots at a minimum. You're going to win a lot of your games.
And we don't give up a lot of shots either.
No.
Yeah.
You know, usually we're out shooting teams 2-1. And those are the stats that you want to continue to have, and as you go into the tournament, that's what you want to produce. And so that's where we're at, and that's the team we have. You know, we just got down early here. You know, gave up a big break where they got behind our defenseman and gave a breakaway goal there, and then they were able to respond to get another one. But we came back with 4 unanswered to get to a 4-2. So still going to be an exciting hockey game, no doubt about it. You know, coming back after this intermission in the second period.
And Dylan Warwick was the 4th. It's Cooper Michael and Coltrane. Coltrane is at 19 now, but he'll get to 20, and that's the second time he's done it. Creer's done it twice.
Right.
And Dylan did it twice, and Cooper's done it once. So good job on the back end. And like you said, with Zim, you know, that's pretty lethal.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
we'll be back here in about a little less than that, but we'll be back. Let's roll, baby. Welcome back, everyone, to Waterloo, Iowa, the best town in the state of Iowa, and anywhere that I know, including Minnesota, where Andy's from.
It's not as good as Fairmont, Minnesota. I'm going to tell you that right now.
And we 4 unanswered goals, actually. They scored 2 unanswered. We scored 4. Kind of put a kibosh to their momentum, but they've got a power play to start the second period on a penalty to Gooding, and there's almost the entire power play left, except for 2 seconds.
Yep, that's all right. When you get one of the top 3 penalty killing units in the league, we just gotta stay true to what we do best, and that is, get that puck deep to the other end and be able to, we play our best when it's in our offensive zone, neutral zone. If Waterloo's able to work it and get it down into their offensive zone, that's where our breakdowns come. But we do a really good job of containing and making sure they don't get an easy access to be able to set it up, good entry. So if we do those things, we'll be just fine killing this thing off.
So we got Creer, Creer and Yakub, Rowley and Clem. They'll be on the quick roofing penalty kill, and that comes back to Creer, and he'll just wait and throw one deep. He gets in on a goal, and he'll have to cover because Rowley's there, and we get a little snow action. No whistle, no penalty, but lots of snow, and you can imagine some yelling from the opposing fans. And we'll have a face-off. Minute 47 left in the penalty. And you can believe that I'm going to ask where Jason's from. I know he told me. I just can't remember. And we'll have something else to talk about. So it comes back to Creer. He skates backwards and throws it deep. And we have a minute 36 left. And the penalty to number 23, Jack Gooding, who's got 2 goals tonight. And the only way you're going to stop him is put him in the box tonight.
Right.
And we are in Waterloo, so I wouldn't put that out of the realm of possibility. That was a planned attack, but here comes Niedert. He skates in and blockered into the netting by Zim. Good stop there by Zim to grab that. Niedert saw that corner, and that's the same spot he shot from last time.
Yeah. This time I think that Zimmerman, he was out from his net, and we had a good angle, be able to, anything that was going to be above him, it wasn't going to go in, and if he put his shoulder up, it's going up in the high netting, which it did. So good job by Zim controlling that.
Comes out to the point, and that'll go deep and gets by Creer, but 2 players go down, and he kind of whiffs on a clearing attempt, but gets it again and throws it deep. And we've got Lorbecky, Shep, Creer, and Michael out here on the New Heights Counseling penalty kill, and here comes Waterloo with some serious speed, and Zim makes the save. And 47 seconds left in the penalty to Jack. And we'll go Rowley, Creer, Yakub, and Clem are on the ice. Comes out to the point. And they'll settle it down now to the corner. Now back to the corner. Now they'll skate it deep with some speed. He's got the back door, but missed it. And now that's the back door.
Yeah.
It's a 4-3 hockey game. He went from kind of feeling good to now we got a tight one again. We got to keep playing. That was a good play.
It was a good play, and we just lost track of the guy sitting there back door, and those are the pieces that you got to play within the dots, and you stay at home on both on the back door, especially when they go across. And my biggest philosophy is you really got to have in your mind out, back, and back door. Those are the 3 things. When it goes up high, you got to have somebody going out, you got to get somebody going back, and you got to have somebody protecting back door. And we didn't get the third one done.
And some momentum. We scored 4 straight. They get a pop play and make a play, and now Michael will get that deep rims around past the goalie, so up the board. Nieder will chip it, tries to get it by Teddy. Teddy makes a good play to stop a rush because that would have went the other way. Now off the boards, picked off there by Tomacek. He drops one to Michael. Michael skates it in, and he'll take a shot, deflected in front, and that goes deep. Now picked off there by Tomacek, now out in front, but broken up, and they'll try to feather one up, and picked off by Michael. And now Friedrich will backhand that one up, chipped up, and Rowley takes a big hit. And that's Becky. That actually comes out to Michael. He'll skate it in, goes D to D over to Friedrich. He skates to the dots, takes his shot, had a lane, but just high. Now Michael, that's wide. And that'll get broken out. Teddy get back. And tipped by Michael and over to Lorebecki. He skates it in, and we're offsides. And we'll have a, man, I do not know what they're yelling about, but we get a lot of yelling. Was there anything controversial on that play?
No, there wasn't.
Anyway,
we were offsides. You know?
Yeah,
I don't know if they were yelling. You know, they didn't like it that we were offsides and they wanted the play to continue. But that's Waterloo's fans. I don't know why they would yell for that. But
anyway, we'll get a face-off. Gooding there bounces out, and Lorebecki in his skates, but just couldn't control it. And here comes Waterloo. Coltrane. And shot wide. And up the board, shot in, tipped away, over to Creer. Creer takes a hit, gets pushed off the puck, but Gooding there to slap it over to Coltrane. Coltrane cross-ice pass to Shep, and just couldn't control that. Now over to Creer. He goes over to Coltrane. Coltrane's got some space. Just skate it to Spencer. Yeah. Skates in, loses control. Now back the other way. And Waterloo will settle that one down and go D to D. They'll try to go up the boards, but picked off by Lorebecki. Now deep, but tapped up to the red line. Coltrane steps up, and there's a battle. Gooding kicks it forward, still loose. Now back over to Creer. Creer will tip that up to Lorebecki. And man, he could have got smoked there, but puck comes to the middle. Now to the far side. They'll skate it in. They'll skate behind the net. Actually, he goes out in front. It's still loose. And we'll get a cover and a whistle and a scrum and a push and a separation in front of the net. Andy, little sloppy.
It's a little sloppy, and I'm just amazed how fast Waterloo, when they gets up, you know, we're in our offensive zone. When it gets up by our blue line, how fast they are. Almost getting an odd man rush and getting behind. You know, and if we get caught flat-footed, they're going to get some more odd man rushes, which makes it a little bit scary.
Well, and you know, I wouldn't say Waterloo is a fast team, but they find the guys with speed. And shot picked off by Rowley. Rowley tips it up. He's got Clem. Clem's got Jakub in the middle, and he shoots it and saved by the goalie. Unbelievable save. Good play by the Oak Leafs. And that'll come up and tip to the middle. Waterloo controls. They'll try to settle it down, but taken away by Jakub. Jakub skates in, just battling for the puck. Now Waterloo will try to get it up and out and takes a weird bounce on Creer. We'll have to check up, so Waterloo will grab that puck and skate to the middle. He makes a couple guys miss. Now Nieder will just get it deep. And Zim slows it down for Creer. He tries to tap it up the boards, but picked off by Waterloo. Glove down by, I don't know.
I think it was Zim, man.
Zim,
Coltrane at the
Zim
same
and
time.
Coltrane. And Waterloo will try to get it out. That's offside. And Harn will settle that one down and skate it back and skate it in. And someone's got to stop him. He'll go behind the net. Now out in front. Now spin. And throws it deep. Now Coltrane there pokes it away. Battling for the puck. Gets it along the board, but tapped back to him. And that was Clem, lost an edge. So Waterloo controls. They'll skate it up at the top of the blue and shot in. And now up to Clem. Clem's got two guys, but that's usually not a problem. He'll try to toe drag in some skates, but gets taken away from him. Out to Coltrane, bouncing puck. He'll have to dig it off the boards, but it gets by him. And here comes Waterloo the other way, but Creer is back. And shot, saved by Zim. And Coltrane tries to get one up to Clemenson, and we'll just throw it deep. Go for a change. And we got a guy loose deep. Here comes Harn. He can skate it, but he'll throw it deep. And now Kerr will take that over and skate to the other side. And get one up to Lorbecky, and he loses it. And Waterloo will track that back down, but picked off by Michael. Actually, no, that gets by both of them, so it goes deep. No icing. Greer tries to get it out, but whiffs on it. Comes back the other way, still behind the net. Chopped in front, still loose. Bounces over to Lorbecky, and he'll still has it. He'll get it through the middle, just behind Shep. So he'll get it deep, and we'll chase. Stopped by the goalie. Rimmed up, actually still behind the net. Good job there by Gooding. He is just determined to get that puck. Now back the other way. And comes deep. Michael takes this guy down. That is not a penalty. And it comes up through the middle to Lorbecky. Lorbecky skates to the red, and he tries to make a guy miss. Good play by the D, and we'll come back the other way. Now chipped out by Teddy. Bouncing puck to the middle. And goes deep. Teddy won't have to track that one down as Zim settles it down. Waterloo's going for a change. And Teddy will skate it and go up the boards to Clem, and he'll just chip it deep. And we'll go for a change. That's Rowley. Now Tomachak comes over to Teddy. Friedrich with a shot just wide and comes to the near side. Waterloo will grab that, skate it behind the net, and lose control of the puck. That's Rowley. Tips one down deep. Tried to hit Clem, but just missed him. Clem takes this guy out. Good hit. I don't know what they're yelling about. Clem lost his stick, though, so he'll have to skate off the ice. And here comes Niedert the other way, and that's Teddy. Good stick. Now gets slapped deep, and Michael will go to battle. Comes up along the boards, and that's Yakub. Just shovels it out. Gets by the defender. That's a hook all day long, but not called. And we got a Waterloo Warrior play. And that's 3-on-2 all of a sudden. I don't know how that happened, but it did, and it comes up along the near side. Thrown deep off a skate. Waterloo to the point. Takes a shot. Zim, easy save. Actually, it hasn't been covered. Still loose. Someone's got to find the puck here, and Waterloo does. That's just wide. Big scrum. And we got lucky there. And I don't understand what's going on here, but Waterloo's offside. Not sure why Yakub didn't grab that pass.
Yeah.
He kind of let it go. I'm thinking maybe he had someone else up in front of him, but
well, we just had a flurry of Waterloo down by the net. We weren't able to get anybody in front to get that thing to the corner, get it out loose. And good thing Zimmerman was able to get back on his pads and be able to track things down. It could have easily been 4-4 after that transition.
So Gooding with the face-off. He gets it back deep. Now Kerr will skate it behind the net and spins. And he'll settle it down. Waterloo will smoke him out. He turns it over. Comes out in front. We just got to get the puck out. And comes up to the middle of Lorbecky. And he loses it at the blue. We're trying to do a little too much. And Waterloo will skate in. Got a guy in the slot. Now thrown low. Picked off by Wade. He'll tap it up the board to Lorbecky. Goes to the middle. Turnover again. And Waterloo will skate and get one and throw it to the middle, and Shep will get it up to Lorbecky, and Lorbecky taps it to himself. He'll track it down. We haven't been down in this part of the ice very long this period. Now Gooding. But Waterloo will control. They try to go up the boards, and it bounces by Wade, and Michael will track that down. And he'll just spin, and he'll skate. And he makes the guy miss over to Gooding. And he'll get it deep. Waterloo's got two guys deep here, but can't get it out. And we'll throw it deep. That's Lorbecky. He tries to go out in front. Shep went the other way. And here comes Waterloo, and that's Niedert. He'll throw one to the middle, and he'll skate in. That's just undressing. I got to be honest with you, Andy. I'm not sure why we're playing this way with a 4-2 lead, but
Right.
we are, and now it's 4-4.
Well, we're trying to do too much by ourselves, and we're trying to make plays. We're trying to, stick handle and toe drag and all this other stuff rather than, just head man it, get it deep, play your spots. I know what, Waterloo's been doing is they're taking two forwards and they're playing way high and trying to catch our defense, been flat-footed. Anytime our D take a shot, they have three guys or two guys actually streaking out of the zone because if it's a missed shot, they're just trying to get up out of the zone as quickly as possible, get an on-man rush, and we're just not tying guys up, and especially out in front.
Now that puck comes out, rimmed up to Tomacek. He's got it, but loses control. Comes back around the other side. Teddy will try to cut that off. It goes behind the net over to Tomacek. He's got some time. We should get this out. He'll bounce one, but gets by everyone, goes deep. Should be no icing on this play. And Rolly's there. Good play by Waterloo. Clem tries to break it up and does. He'll skate it to the middle and take a shot. Just wide rebound, just off the side of the net. Good try there, and we get a trip. We'll go on the power play. And we'll get a penalty with 6:23 left in the second period, and we will go on the KV Homes power play. This is the first power play for your Oak Leafs this evening. And just when we say we don't give up a lot of shots, we're getting outshot 21-16.
Right, and that's not the norm for us. And right now, this is a crucial time for us to be able to get a power play and a power play goal. We got one of the better units in the league, and we're going to have to be able to produce. We got to move it around, and I think it's going to be a quick shot, a scrum, and then a little rebound shot that's going to get past this goaltender. But
I think we had 12 shots on goal at the end of the first, and there's 6:22 left. And we only have 16.
Yeah.
So I've never been one for math, Andy, but I know that's a small number.
It is a small number. It's one you can have one hand for.
So Creer gets it taken away from him, and we'll have to track it back down again. Zim will just blocker that one up to Michael, and Michael will skate. They're just kind of packing the blue line here. Michael will skate it in, loses it again, and gets tipped out. And comes back the other way, and Clem will have to track that down with 1:27 left in the best portable toilet power play. And Clemson skates that in. Feathers went over to Michael, but picked off by Creer. And now Tomacek now out in front with Lorbecky, now backhanded, and that's in. And that's in. And it's 5-4. And we needed that one, Andy.
Yeah, we needed to stop the bleeding. It was just like when they were up 2-0. We came back and got 4 on that. Responded with 4 of them, and they got 2. Now we respond with 1. So, but we needed that to stop the bleeding a little bit. But we got to find a way to play a complete period up here in Waterloo. We just are unable to do that. I don't know. I hate to give excuses about the ice, but it's they've played up here enough. And timing and that kind of stuff, they should have that stuff down by now.
Well, it'd be nice to see us adjust to their strategy, which is painfully obvious. And they'll get it deep, picked off by Michael at the blue. He'll skate it. He's got some room. He's got some players, and he'll skate in, takes a shot, and goes to the corner. No battle. And Lorbecky down low. And now over to Wade. Gets by him, but they'll battle, and it comes out. And here comes Waterloo, kicked in front. Now Gooding will have to track that down, and does. He'll skate it behind the net and tries to stop and pop, but gets taken away from him. But he'll pick it off the boards and get it up to Lorbecky. Through the middle, good pass to Shep. Shep comes in, takes a shot, bouncing puck in front, and Waterloo will try to get it out. Jack almost laid a big hit. And here comes Waterloo, tapped away by Creer. Now back to him. He goes cross-ice just past Lorbecky's stick. And, that's just one of those where we're just not connecting.
Yep.
And now we have a face-off at the other end. With 4:36 left in the second period, it's 5-4 Oak Leafs. See if we can score 4 in a row again. And, we're dangerous at the end of periods, too.
Right.
So you better not sleep on us. We score a lot of goals with less than 2 minutes left in the period. At least we have recently. And that's rolling. And face-off goes over to Creer. He'll backhand one over to Coltrane. Coltrane And he'll pass through the middle, but just behind Roley, and that'll be icing again. And we'll do it all over. We got the rolling line out with Coltrane and Creer. Coltrane up the boards and deep. That'll be icing. That was a set play. Just didn't connect on the pass.
Yeah, they're just trying to get it high off the glass and see if they can't get Clemenson streaking. If you get the right angle off the glass, a little bit of touch on it, you're kind of setting it up in the middle and trying to get an odd man rush. Something that Waterloo does, but they utilize it without using the glass somehow.
Tap down low. Waterloo controls. This is dangerous. Comes out to the point, takes a shot, but blocked by Roley. Tip wide. Coltrane in a race to the puck, and they'll battle. And Niedert comes out with that. Now down low again, and they'll force it to the outside, and he'll throw it deep backhand. Coltrane there comes to the middle, broken up by Roley, and he'll try to get it out, and it does, and it goes right back to Waterloo, and they'll control, but picked off by Tomachek back in the zone. Roley tries to win that battle, but picked off by Coltrane. He'll make three guys miss. He'll stop at the blue line, goes cross ice off a skate, now to Clem, now to the middle. Tomachek backhand save, and we'll get a whistle. Andy, if you ever need some pizza in Waterloo, Iowa, have we talked about this?
Nope.
The best pizza in Waterloo is Mama Nick's Circle Pizzeria, which is just down the road from here. In high school, it was $1.50. Got a slice of pizza and two breadsticks for $1.50.
What is it now?
I have no idea, but you can imagine it's probably not the best pizza if it's $1.50. But it's good, and it's a Waterloo tradition. And if you ever have a craving for pizza, stop by. And that's Clem behind the net, and he gets held. No call. Now gets turned over at the blue line. Now in Michael skates. Teddy tips it up, and we'll have to grab that again. Now over to Michael. Michael will go to the middle, but misses. That was Clemenson. Now tip back over to Friedrich. Now Roley's got it. 2:56 left in the game. Tries to go up the boards, but gets rubbed off the puck, and that'll get thrown out of the zone over to Teddy. Teddy will go over to Michael. Michael will skate it in and loses the puck. Actually, I don't know what happened there, but Tomachek winds up and pad saved by the goalie and comes up over to Friedrich. Friedrich walks the line, takes a shot high, and Shepard gets that bouncing puck in the corner. Throws one to the middle. Gooding. That was his hat trick attempt, but Teddy's over there to keep it in, and we got a whistle, and the net's off, and 2:23 left, and just like that, we're up one in shots, 22-21. Yeah, it's been a game of ups and downs.
Yeah, in streaks, right?
Yep.
I mean, a lot of action for one side and not enough for the other. And so who's going to be able to withstand that at the end, right? And
Absolutely.
Almost kind of like football. Who has the last possession? Maybe the winner. It's gonna be who has that streak at the end.
And, the other thing, and we always talk about this, Andy, as Waterloo will skate that out of the zone. We haven't seen our third line up front all night. And Waterloo's been kind of playing the same way, too. So we'll see who's got the legs and who's got the depth.
Right.
Going into the third period.
I think that's what's going to take in the third period is that who's willing to take that chance to kind of get a mismatch.
And even on D, we're rolling with 5.
Yep.
With 1:50 left in the second period. And on big ice, you better be in shape. Now Waterloo's controlling in our zone. And we're just kind of chasing the puck, but they kind of fan on a pass. It comes out, and they'll spin. And we'll try to take it away from them, and that's offside. And we'll get a whistle outside the zone, 1:31 left in the second period.
And I'm okay with Waterloo moving it around inside their zone as long as it's on the outside.
Yep.
You know, and let them make a mistake, and that's what happened. They tried to force a pass across the top, and we intercepted it to get it outside the zone and get forced offside. I'm okay with that stuff. It's, you know, when we're just getting point blank shots and we're not taking body when they get inside the dots.
Gooding with the shot, save, bounces in front, still loose, shoveled by Shep, but now out in front to Jack, and something happened to the goalie. I didn't see it, but he is in some pain. So we'll have a break here with a minute 14 left in the second period. And Andy saves me with a Gatorade.
Well, there was a stretch there. It was like 8 minutes. You had nonstop talking, so I thought maybe a little Gatorade to get on your vocal cords would be a good thing.
Yeah, my family's here tonight, so I walked around to talk to them during the break, and I didn't have a chance to get something to drink. So
I was thinking ahead.
Yeah.
I got 2.
So the Wildebors are in the house. That would be my sister, Lisa, with her husband, Chris, and their twin boys, Calvin and Cole, who are Iowa State graduates. My mom, Melissa.
Nice.
Are all over here. So it's kind of a good family night when we play in Waterloo.
Good little homecoming.
Yep. And the Waterloo goalie gets off the ice. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but their backup goalie's in, and I'll get a number here during the break with a minute 14 left in the second period.
And I believe the Waterloo's backup goaltender is a female. I think one of maybe 3 in the league, girl players. So we haven't seen her play this year against us, so good to see what she has.
And my discussions with Bill earlier, I know they have another goalie that's, I think, out with a concussion, so I think they're a little thin. Now Rowley will take the face off. Once again, a minute 14 left in the second period. Comes over to Yakub. Yakub up to Career. Career takes a shot, bouncing puck wide. Now over to Coltrane. He pinches in, throws it deep to Clem. Clem tries to pick it off the board and toe drags and loses control, which he cannot do. And that comes back the other way with some speed and easy save by Zimp. Actually, he doesn't cover. And thrown up by Rowley, and it gets by everyone. And it goes back the other way. And rimmed up the boards to Waterloo. They'll go, actually, he just tips it to Nieder at the red line and chipped in the zone. And Waterloo will chase. Career is the first to that puck and bounces in front, in on Zim. He'll cover with 25.6 seconds left in the second period. We'll get a whistle and we'll get a change.
Man, I tell you, when Waterloo's D gets control of the puck behind the net, both their forwards go up onto the red line, and one's on each side. So our D has to go behind them. If they stay on the blue line, then they're going to start crossing the red, and now their defenseman can just kind of go anywhere on that ice, and it just opens up the ice so much for them. And they're just, like you said, they're not a fast team, but they're fast to where their spots are, and that's what makes them even that much faster.
Yeah, they got a couple burners.
Yep.
But you can tell everything starts with their D.
Yep.
They pass the puck really well. They take their time. They control the puck.
But their forwards know exactly the timing of when they need to release out of the zone. We used to call it cherry pick, but they got 2 guys doing it, and it's a set play. Just to really cross up to the defenseman. Where it's hard for them to decide, okay, if I stay up, or if I only have one guy that stays up, it still opens up the other side. So both your defensemen have to go back. If you get caught with 3 guys deep, I mean, there's a third guy there sitting in the high slot. He can get the puck, and it just really opens it up. It's really kind of fun to watch on our end.
Now Teddy up the boards. That's Clem. He's got Yakub, and he just misses the net, and Waterloo player goes flying. And that's Clem. He tries to go over to nobody, and that's the whistle. And we'll go into the locker room after the second period. Shots 25-24, so we got our 12 to 13 shots. but we've got one more on the scoreboard. It's 5-4.
Right, and it's, you know, you're going into the locker room with the lead, but again, you're still going to the locker room. Hey guys, that wasn't a very good period by us either, and we got to make sure that we hold our own and come out with a little bit more of a fire and be able to put pucks on net and then be able to find those rebounds, because that's where I think the goals are going to come from is those rebound shots. Nothing that's going to be. We're not getting odd man rushes. I haven't seen us get an odd man rush yet this game. And then we just got to limit them. We just can't give them an odd man rush. We can't give them power plays and those little things. So we've got a really good hockey game going into the third period, I'll tell you that.
And, you know, we always talk about winning periods, and we didn't win that one.
No. Nope. So
we'll be back.
We won the first one. They won the second one. Now it's about us coming out and winning the third one. If you win the third one, you know, game over and you got the game. So here we go.
You know, Andy, real quick before we leave, I was talking to my family, and they're like, you guys don't talk through the intermission when the Zamboni? It's like, no, we don't, but I bet you we could.
I bet we could.
And maybe we'll try that sometime, but we're not going to do it now. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Welcome back to Waterloo, Iowa, everyone. Tonight's matchup between the Oak Leafs and the Waterloo Warriors. It's a 5-4 hockey game. Shots pretty even, 25-24. And Andy, before we talk about what we need to do in the third period, I think we all know what that might be.
Right.
I think we have the standings up.
Well, I got the varsity standings right there. Yeah.
And you can kind of see what we have in front of us. So what you see there is the top 8 teams. Top 8 teams make the playoffs in varsity this year.
I think those are the top 7, so they don't even have the 8th
that's
team
top
on
7.
there,
I'm sorry. Yep.
But, and then tomorrow we could take on Mason City, but we got to finish the deal here in Waterloo, who's fighting to get into the top 8, which, they have a chance. They still have a chance for that berth, and we just got to take care of business here in this third period, this next 17 minutes. So,
and we're a little bit a ways from Kansas City, but we are tied with Omaha, but we have a game in hand on them, which is this game tonight. So this is some big points.
This is some big points right here. And, when we talk about the dimension of the ice, we can put that little graphic up there. When we play on our home rink, there's the NHL size. That's what we do. And tonight we're playing on Olympic size. So, when you're looking at 15 feet wider and 8 feet longer, especially in the neutral zone, that's the biggest difference right there. And you got to adjust on how you play on those sheets of ice. So, we have trouble adjusting to that. So,
and if you ever, not only that graphic, but just you can kind of really tell behind the net and at the circles how wide it is.
Yeah. If you've ever been to Buccaneer Arena and you're sitting down there on the end, and basically the hash mark on the outside of the circle, another foot over is the boards.
Yeah.
Here, there's another, basically 6 feet from that hash mark to the board, so an extra 5 feet on each side.
And the rumor has it that Bucks is small.
It is small. I mean, it's a little bit smaller than I think an NHL sheet, but still, it's what these kids have grown on, and then when you go out to the Recplex, it's about the same size, there, but you get on here, and it's way bigger, so it's something you have to adjust to. I mean, you're not accustomed to it. You gotta learn the dots and where those placements are and how far out you can go. So I think, you kind of hit the nail on the head in the last period, that third line and how, the depth. I think that's what it's going to come down to in this period, and seeing if we take a chance to have them out there for a period, just maybe to get a mismatch, more than just a breather, that you create a mismatch of what you want as your number 1 going against their number 2 or what have you.
And, another key for us is going to be to stay out of the box.
Yeah.
So it comes over to Coltrane. He'll get it deep. And Lorbecki there. Good play by the defenseman to get it up, but Coltrane keeps it in. But it comes out, but he's got it. He'll go cross ice, chipped up and out into the stands, and we'll have a face-off.
I got a question for you.
Oh, jeez. What?
Do you know what the best thing is that came out of Anita, Iowa?
Well, I don't know, but I have some personal trivia on Anita.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a state park there, Lake Anita State Park.
Yeah.
Which when I was, I don't know, I think I was 12. We spent probably, it was a long time. It was a couple weeks camping there, and I survived a tornado that came through the campground. Not kidding.
Well, there's a famous tornado that went through there in 1953. Did you know that?
Famous what?
Well, an F5 tornado went through there in 1953. A big storm. Took 1 life and 2 injured.
Well, I was kind of right. I'm just glad I wasn't a statistic.
But that wasn't the best thing that's ever come out of Anita.
Oh, geez. Of course not. It's devastating.
Uh-oh.
There is some hockey. And
we are going to get a penalty, and now we got a guy loose.
And blockered off to the side by Zim. And once again, we're just letting them get behind us.
Yep.
I don't understand the thought process, but.
Was that Shepard?
Yeah, that's Shep. He'll go to the box. And Zim bailed us out on that one. And Nieder looks like he's going high blocker every time. And we'll go on the I'm calling it here, Andy.
Better.
I'm going El Guapo. We're going El Guapo on this penalty kill. This is big. And we'll go, looks like we got Rolly, Clem, Tomacek, and Creer on the ice. with Shep in the box. They're checking the nets on the other end, and I'm just dying to know what is the best thing that came out of Anita, Iowa. Let me think about this.
Okay.
So that's backhanded over to Career. Career's got time. He'll go up to Tomacek. He tries to chip it, and Rolly there. And Waterloo will skate behind the net to set up their power play. Now passed up to Nieder. He's got some speed. He'll skate to the middle. Good stick there by Clem, and he'll just get it deep. And Waterloo will start all over with 1:36 left. We'll go to the dots. They'll all regroup again and skate it up the far side this time. And he's got speed. And Career trying to catch up. Shot high and wide. Stays in by Harn. Now skate to the middle. Tries to cross-ice pass one now in front. Now Nieder grabs it. Controlled by Waterloo. Back down to Nieder. He spins. Makes a guy miss. He's still got it. Now back to the point. And shot. Rebound off some skates. Now down low. Battle. And Tomacek. That actually comes out of the zone. Surprised he didn't try to keep that in. He backed up. And we got 48 seconds left in the power play. And he'll skate by a couple guys. He'll skate in. Guy's got a guy in the slot, but he whiffs on the pass. And Tomacek's going for a change, so he'll just throw it deep. And Gooding and Lorbecki and Michael will come out on the ice with 30 seconds left. And Waterloo spending some time down at the other end. And they'll regroup again. And they'll start all over again. We'll let them do that all day long. There's 20 seconds left in the power play. He skates up and gets by Gooding. He'll skate, but is on his backhand. He tries to go to the middle. Michael picks off that pass and chip to the corner. I don't think Waterloo's changed on this power play.
No, they have
They played all 2 minutes. Now down low, blocked by Creer. Now Michael gives chase, and that's the penalty. Shot high and wide, and comes out off the wall. Gooding gives battle. Now it's thrown deep and in the netting. Good PK there. El Guapo came through for us again with 13:46 left in the third. And like I said, Waterloo had their guys out there the whole 2 minutes.
Well, now we need to take advantage because that was probably their scoring line, the top one that's most dangerous. We need to take advantage right here against this line. Here's your mismatch.
And we got Rolly, Clem, and Jakub. Bounces in on Friedrich. He goes over to Michael. Michael skates. He goes up to Rolly. Rolly skates to the side. Still has the puck. Battle down low. And that's Clem. He'll come out with it. Skate to the top of the circle. Shot blocked. Bounces in the front. And Waterloo will try to feather that one up, but picked off by Michael. And they'll come the other way. And they'll throw that deep. Friedrich there. Tips it to himself. Now up the boards to Clem. Now over to Rolly. And Rolly tips it off the board to himself. He's got Jakub. He comes in, tries to go 5-hole, and the goalie kind of made the save.
Yep.
On purpose accidentally. And we'll have a face-off. Good pressure there by the Oakleys. Like you said, Andy, that was the matchup we wanted.
Yep. And we just need to be able to use our speed and be able to get around them. And I still think I like the matchup here too. And with the line we have out against who Waterloo has. So we just got to get shots in the goaltender.
And now Friedrich gets it, takes a shot. That's way high. And rims over to Michael. He just takes a shot in some skates. Still low, and Waterloo will tip it up. Michael tries to keep it in, but goes over to Friedrich, and he'll throw one deep. Glove down there by Harn. And he'll survey the situation and come up the middle. Good pass. And here comes Waterloo the other way. And Friedrich loses a stick. Now Michael grabs that. He'll spin and try to get it in the middle, but broken up. And now he'll get it over to Friedrich. Friedrich through the middle. Tipped. We're offside. Back onside. Now Rolly comes out of the zone. Michael will have to just wait and throw it deep. And picked off there by Harn. And he makes Clem miss. He makes Jakub miss, and he'll just skate. He has a tendency to do this. And he'll come in and take a shot. Blockered away by Zim and chipped out by Clem, and that it should be icing. And it is. Okay, nice. Andy. Okay, so there's a leg there. Trying to think. We were downtown. They had a toy store. I remember. I got a snorkel. Snorkeling. That's what they're famous. The best thing is snorkeling.
The best thing to come out of Anita, Iowa, our cameraman,
Oh,
Jason Burke.
I knew that too. I knew that. Oh, dang it!
You brought
that would have been impressive by me to pull that out, but I did know that, and I just didn't put it together because I knew.
I thought if I said Anita, you'd go,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's where he's from.
Yeah, and I think
you said it earlier.
I think I've told that story too about camping, but then that's up to Lord Becky. He tries to get it across the middle. Now it comes in, and good job there by Creer to break that up, and that's Shizzle. So Shizzle getting some time here with Gooding and Lord Becky, and I like that combo. Now off a stick. Waterloo will skate that in. That's Coltrane. Good stick. Bouncing puck, though, still in the middle. Gets thrown wide, now deep. And Creer misses that puck. So Waterloo controls down below the red. He'll come up through the middle, but sticked away by Gooding. Now in some skates. Kicked up the boards. Chiseled there, and they try to get it to the D. He does a good job keeping it in and back down on the boards. Waterloo doing a good job here, but it comes out of the zone. And he tries the backhand sauce one. And Gooding gives battle. And here comes Niedert. He'll spin to the side. Now in front, backhanded shot. Another Creer. He'll skate it out. Feathers one up, but picked off by Niedert again. He'll just skate it right back in. Trying to feather him in. Now picked off by Gooding. And, comes out to the slot. And, man, that was a golden opportunity. He just missed. Now Harn comes in, give and go situation one time wide. And now chipped out over to Clem, and he takes a big hit.
And they're going to get a penalty on that. Looks like it could be a knee, maybe a trip. Yeah, I gave him a knee.
I'm going to tell you, that was close. And we'll go on the, I'm going to do the Gilroys. I'm pulling Gilroys out here. We need to score with 10:25 left in the third period. We'll go on the power play. We scored the last power play, and we need another one. Laura Becky takes a face off. Michael Tomacek and Clem and Creer, and Tomacek keeps that in and tries to go over, and that's offside. It was close, but that's right by the Waterloo bench.
Yep.
We had a lot of screaming and yelling, and
I'm going to say that was out, though. I think it was on
it was
the
close.
edge. It was close.
It can go either way. I'd be yelling too. So we'll do the face-off, same five, but just outside the blue line. And it comes in, and they'll take it deep. Michael there to take his man. How is that? Now Michael's going to go to the box for a hook.
Yep.
And we'll go 4-on-4 for a minute 45, in which Waterloo will then have a power play for 15 seconds.
Well, I think there's a lot of ice out there when it's 5-on-5. There's a whole bunch of it 4-on-4. So
I'm not sure what happened to Shep. Sorry, Andy. I'm not sure what happened to Shep. He's in the box.
He got a 2 and a 10.
Okay.
Not sure if it was checking from behind, head contact, what it was, but it was a 2 and 10.
It should be interesting here, 4-on-4, especially with the guys we have out on the ice. Clemenson just flips that out of the zone. That's Harn controls it, and he'll skate it in on side. Sticked away there by Clem, and now it goes deep. And Waterloo controls, now out in front. Goes through the crease, but no one there, and Waterloo will skate it to the middle, and if I'm him, I'm going to shoot, and he tries to. Still has the puck. We just can't. And Nieder loses an edge, now out to the point, now picked off.
Now we just got to be able to control
by Creer. Yeah, let's control the puck here.
No.
We've got a 5-4 lead, and that's a
trip.
penalty.
They got it.
And we still have the puck. We need to be careful, but it gets sticked away, and that's a trip. We're getting some yelling and screaming, but not sure. And that's Nieder, which having him in the box for 2 minutes, it doesn't really stink.
No, that's fortunate for us. If there's a guy that we want in the box, that'd be him, and especially for 2 minutes. And now you got a 4-on-3 to work with for the next minute, and then
And we'll have 15 seconds of 4-on-4, and then we'll
be back on a power play again.
Yep.
So
Lorbecky gets that face off up the boards, and he'll just chase it down. And he drops one over to Clem. Clem over to Creer. Just keep it down here, guys. Let's get a good shot. No rush. That's Yaku backdoor, and that's
goal. Clemenson.
That's
nice
Clemenson
shot.
with a one-time shot, and it's 6-4 with 9:08 left. And you know what? I'm just gonna say thank you, Gilroys. That actually worked out. Right. So we're still perfect with the Gilroys, and we're still perfect with El Guapo on the PK.
Right.
Speaking of which,
so we'll go 4-on-4, and then we'll be able to,
or we're 4-on-4 like Andy said, and that gets by Coltrane. So he'll just have to track it down, and he'll go over to Clem, and he turns it over.
That's not what we needed right there.
And they've got a 2-on-1, and Zim
boy.
stands on his head. It's still loose, backhanded nuts through the 5-hole. We can't make moves at the blue line.
Nope.
And we continue to try to do so, and it's a 6-5 hockey game, just like that. And on a 4-on-4 play. So it's still 4-on-4. That's an even strength goal. So Michael stays in the box. And that's over to Cooker. He's got some time. He'll skate it in and come to the side and gets tripped up. No call. That's Gooding. He tries to reverse it. He grabs the puck. He still has it. He goes up the board to Creer. Creer's got some time. He'll skate it right in and takes a shot. Blocker away. Good save there by the goalie from Waterloo. And here comes Creer. He comes to the middle and makes a guy miss. He's still got the puck. He comes to the middle to Gooding, but tapped up ahead. And here comes Waterloo the other way. And shot. Saved by Zim. Over into the corner. Out in front. Still loose. This is what got us in trouble the last time.
Yep.
And now we'll get some action in front of the net as Creer tries to clean that up. And I'm going to enjoy listening to the Waterloo fans make some noise. It's what happens when you get on the goalie. And we'll get a face-off with 41 seconds left in the power play. And we got some more yelling. More screaming. So it's still, well, it's 5-on-4, so we're on the power play.
Yep.
We're on the Brush Home Solution power play. We have 41 seconds left in that power play. Waterloo will get it and throw it, and that's Clemenson behind the net. And he'll skate. He'll throw one up to Creer. He's got some time. He makes a guy miss, but loses the puck. Now bouncing high, glove down by Waterloo, and they'll get it and get it out of the zone. But Creer's there over to Clem, and we're onside. He'll stop. He'll go over to Tomacek. He'll go over to Creer. Creer takes a shot off a skate, but Tomacek's there to sweep that one deep to Lorbecky. Now up to the point. Now over to Creer, and he tips one over to... That was Clemenson with the shot, and saved by the goalie. With 7:29 left, 4 seconds left in the penalty. We're still getting some screaming and yelling here. I don't think it's going to help. Oh, geez. I think there's some history with the referee and some of these fans. So there's Harn. He goes up, tries to hit the guy out of the box, but picked off by Creer, and backhanded pass picked off again by Waterloo, but that's Rowley. Now bouncing puck comes up to Clem. He skates it, gets by a guy. He's got Tomacek. He skates by another guy, gets hooked, and comes out to Coltrane, takes a shot off a body. Tries to go through the middle. Almost had Tomacek backdoor, but it was bouncing and pretty hot. And comes out from Creer. He'll go over to Coltrane. And he'll corral that up to Clem. And he throws one to the middle to Rowley. And we still got a chance on that puck, but it goes over to Harm. And he gets pushed by Tomacek. It's not a penalty. And they'll try to dig it out of the corner. And thrown up along the boards. Creer pinches, and he'll come out with it. He runs into Tomacek. And here comes Niedert the other way. And he loses the puck, though, and Coltrane there. He'll sweep it up around to Clem. He's looking, tries to go cross ice, but to the middle. Turnover at the blue line again, but good stick there by Creer. And bouncing puck. Now it's Clemenson. He'll take it over. He's got Tomacek behind him. He drops it to him. He tries to get a pass over to Rowley, and we'll come back the other way with Nieder, but it's in his skates. He goes through the middle, and Michael with a big hit, big open ice hit in the middle on the shot. And now Coltrane will just skate that out and gets one through the legs of Clem. He goes up and glove down, and Shizzle there battling, but loses it to Nieder. He'll go cross ice. And Teddy will be there to pick that up. He'll spin. And let's just get it out, guys. What are we doing? We have plenty of time.
Yeah.
Let's get the puck out of the zone. Now Michael, he'll feather one up to Shizzle. And it comes to the middle. Waterloo controls. We get a stick taken away from us, and just skate it right in the middle. And shot. And good save there by Zim. We just get it out, guys.
Yeah. Well, it's too much stick handling, right?
Yeah, don't dust it off.
You take a couple extra touches, and then the play's not there, and the team collapses. And now we get Shepard back here with 5:20 to go, so he's back on the ice, so we can get our lines put back together. And
well, Shizzle did a good job there filling in for Shep, no doubt.
Well, you had Shizzle out there, you had Elliott. I think even Cooker was out there.
Yep, Cooker. Now face off. It comes to the middle, but Michael rims that up along the boards, and it comes back to him in his skates. He tries to feather one up to Tomacek now, gets down low to Teddy. Teddy turns and loses an edge. He'll just have to throw it up the board to Clem. Clem in a battle. Now comes back the other way for Teddy. He'll just reverse the puck up to Clem. Clem will just try to flip it out and can't. And we're just giving him more zone time for free. And there's Friedrich, and it finally comes out, but right back to Waterloo. But whiffed on the pass. Tomacek comes the other way. Now over to Clem. Let's make him pay here. Now through the middle to Rowley. Rowley just backhands one deep to Clem. Clem to the middle to Tomacek one time. Gets by everyone, and we'll have to track that down. And that's Coltrane in our end. And comes up through the middle. Hits Clem. He's got some speed. He's coming in. Diving play rolls off his stick. And he'll come over to Creer. He'll skate to the middle, but deflected. He's got speed. And he'll come back in. And he'll get by Creer, but he lifted his stick, and he kind of overskated it. Now Creer's got a battle below the net. Now watch the guy high. He'll bounces wide. Waterloo will grab that puck. They'll try to cycle it deep, but in the ref skates, and there's Creer battling. Now comes out to Clem. Clem's got some time. He's got Yaku, but he chooses to go over to Coltrane, who steps up on the play. He'll take a shot and right into the breadbasket. With 3:43 left in the game, it's 6-5, and I'm going to tell you, it's a close game.
It's a real close game, and Waterloo's getting everything they got up against us,
and we got, looks like Cooker, Gooding, and Shep, and Michael and Wade. Some big minutes here. And Waterloo tries to get it out, but Michael steps up. He skates it in. He makes the guy miss, throws it in front just wide. And Waterloo Actually, that's picked off by Cooker. Cooker, kind of a pass to himself, tries to cycle it down low, still battling. And Gooding there, gets it by, now goes down low. Shup gives chase. And we got to watch this guy over here, but Wade there to pick the pass off. Now up the board to Gooding. He makes the guy miss. Feathers once to the middle and picked off by Nieder. And here he comes the other way. And we got to be careful there. And he just throws it deep. And that's Cooker. And Michael will come out with that. And tries to feather one out, but it comes back the other way, now deep. Now he'll try to come to the middle. Picked off there by Wade. Good job by Dominic to force that puck to the corner. And Nieder will go to work and battle. And now it comes down low. We got to get it out here, guys. It's a lot of zone time again. And Michael will just try to chip that out and does. And he's got a break and takes a real big hit. That was clean. And we'll go back the other way. That's Nieder. He's waiting, but no one there. And Michael will just chip it up and out. And bouncing puck in a stick. Now Michael again. He battles and turned over and comes back the other way.
Ooh.
And stepped up there, but the puck gets down low and tries to come to the middle. Good play there. And now up to Clemenson. Clemenson tries to make a guy miss. And Harn just there. He's there every time. He's a hard player to get around, and that's Career. With a minute 45 left, and over to Coltrane. Coltrane waits, and he'll just skate the puck, get to the red. That's going to be
nice.
icing.
So I could see probably Waterloo taking a timeout here, maybe. They're going to be pulling their goalie here eventually.
You would think so with minute 33 left. And we do get a timeout on the ice.
So the big thing here, as we're trying to stick handle and kind of feather the things out of the zone, you just got to fire it off the glass now. High off the glass, get it out of the zone. You got to win the blue line. I don't care about an empty net. And then, during the play, what you need to do is get across the red line, especially in the last 3 minutes. Go ahead and play the dump and chase. Dump it all the way down in. Make them use the whole ice. You keep a third guy high. Make sure no odd man rushes. If they want to start cherry picking, we can just bring guys back. And you kind of play that and make them turn the puck over and just get it out deep. So, that's going to be the philosophy here when they got 6 on 5. You just got to win that defensive zone. And any puck that's sitting in front of your goaltender, you got to get it to the corners. You got to get it to the outside, and you're just protecting the house. And that's anything in between the dots, back to the goalpost, and anything outside there, you kind of let them have. You just got to protect inside.
And the other play they run is that skate around the back and find the back door. We got to be careful of that. Active sticks. So with the face-off on the icing, they'll pull their goalie. It'll be 6 on 5. We got Tomacek, Michael, Clemenson, Creer, and Rowland out on the ice. And Rowley will take the face-off as always. And once again, icing is not a bad situation here.
Nope.
And here comes Waterloo behind the net. And they'll skate it around. And he's got the back door, but sticked away there by Tomacek. Good job. And Waterloo will have to regroup. And comes over to Clem. Clem swipes at it, controls it, goes over to Creer. Creer up to Tomacek. Tomacek tries for the open net, but gloved down by Waterloo. Turned over, bouncing puck, still loose. Now goes down to Niedert. Niedert's got some time and space, goes one in the middle. Shoved to the corner, and we'll battle. And Michael chips it, still loose. And here comes Waterloo off some sticks. And up and not out. Just thrown down low. And Michael there to battle. And he just tries to eat it a little bit. Now Tomacek's got it. He'll get it out. And that's Clem. He's got an open net. Can he find it? And he does.
He does.
And that's the game with 31 seconds left in the third period. We take a 7-5 lead on an empty netter by Carson Clemenson, who I think has had a point in every game except for one.
Yep. And that was the right way you played that. You just got to get it up off the boards, you get up off the glass, you get it into their feet, you get them to turn it over, you get it out of the blue line. Then, you get lucky and you have somebody who's kind of skate out, and you had Clemenson with a one-on-one against the defenseman, and you just kind of waited until you had an opening where the defenseman's not going to be able to stop it. So
7-5 here, 31 seconds left. Gooding takes that deep, takes a little push, but Waterloo tries to rim that up the boards and kept in by Creer. Bouncing puck to Gooding. Gooding skates to the middle. He's got Lorbecky, takes a shot, save. And we got a whistle. Not sure what.
Well, I think they thought it might have gotten covered.
Gotcha. So we'll have a face-off in the zone with 15.3 seconds left. So, Jason, have you ever swam in Lake Anita? Okay. All right. So have I. I went snorkeling in there. And you had to get like 6 inches to the bottom to actually see anything. But I didn't mind. Norbecky over to Shep. Shep goes to Gooding, trying to get his hat trick, but broken up. Now Michael will grab it and just throw it deep and wide. Now in the middle, backhanded wide. 2 seconds left. Michael pinches, and we get a whistle, and that's the game. And it's a 7-5 victory for your Oakleys. Big 2 points. Once again, we showed you the standings. We had a game in hand on Omaha, and we were tied on points. So this gives us a 2-point lead on Omaha. And it's going to make the road a little harder for Waterloo, but they got plenty to play for this weekend.
Yep, they do, and they have, their magic numbers to get to 30, and so they got 4 games to go, and they may get, I think they're at 25 points. They may get to 29. And so then they're going to need maybe a little bit of help between Quad Cities and Dubuque. But, they're going to have to sweep the Capitals. And then I don't know what the rest of their season looks like, but I know they play the Capitals tomorrow and Sunday. And if they want to make the playoffs, they're going to have to take a sweep there. But the Capitals, they need to find some wins, too, to make sure they solidify themselves for the playoff run then.
Well, we'll see you tomorrow afternoon, really. We got Mason City.
Varsity's at 4.
Varsity at 4.
I think JV's at 2.
JV's usually 2 hours before that. And I'm going to say goodbye to Waterloo.
Right.
This is the last time that I'm going to see my son play here. Same with you.
Same with me. So
yep. It's been, we broke the streak at least. It was 10 years that we hadn't won here before the last time we won. So they're going to leave the legacy that they're the ones that broke the streak.
Broke the streak, and they won 2 in a row here.
We'll take it.
We'll keep it going.
How many times have we run 2 in a row against Waterloo? That'd be another trivia question. But so we're going to save that for another day. And thanks for joining us, everyone. For Jason Merck, Andy Wade, and Brian Michael, we'll see you later.